with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Monarchs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job, good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Old Dominion's offense will go to work for the first time. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miles. At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. He'll toss it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Finds the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived. And down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. It's complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Touchdown, Monarchs! Stealing a score on special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by just 4 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. On target. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
17, Indiana, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And now the hit knocks it loose. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Quick release on the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They'll run it on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And offensively, man, this situation, go-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more difficult.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, ODU.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Indiana, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Slips through the line. He steps out of bounds at the 49, just short of midfield, and he almost went a really long way. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Old Dominion. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The short hands, it's Lemon. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
By the receiver.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you could just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
He's got it. First down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can... Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Got it, looking for a first. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Monarchs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Hold and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lemon. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear.
And that's good enough for first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down, still moving. Flying out to the left. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, ODU. Great job by the back on the option. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Lemon. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Look out, he's got room. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Quick step and go. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving.
There he goes. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lemon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
From the gun, running back gets to give. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. On the option. He'll pitch it. Makes a man miss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. He'll get rid of it. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.